Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling those tricky perfect tenses in English.
Yeah, the present perfect, past perfect, future perfect.
Exactly. If you're kind of past the basics, simple past, present, future, but still sometimes stumble over like, when do I say I ate already versus I have eaten? Or trying to figure out what I will have eaten by then really means, well, you're in the right place.
Absolutely. These tenses, they can feel like a real hurdle for learners. You think you've got the simple stuff down,
Right.
and then these perfect versions show up, and suddenly you're second-guessing things. It's very, very common.
It really is. So our goal, our mission in this deep dive is basically to bring some clarity. We want to clear up these three tenses.
Yeah, break them down.
We'll look at how they're made, what they're actually used for, and this is key, how they're different from the simpler tenses you already know.
Okay.
Hopefully by the end you'll feel, much more confident using them.
Sounds good. Okay, let's start with the present perfect. So this is formed using have or has,
Right.
plus the past participle of the verb, like I have seen that movie.
Okay. And the interesting thing here with the present perfect is it does a couple of really important jobs, doesn't it?
It does.
Firstly, it lets us talk about something that happened, sometime in the past, but we don't really care when. The specific time isn't the point.
Exactly. It's about the experience itself, or just the fact it happened.
Right.
Take your example. I've seen that movie. The important part isn't when you saw it. It's that you have that experience now. You can almost think of the present perfect as creating a kind of present state that results from something in the past. It connects the past to now.
So it's not just about the past action itself.
Not entirely, no. It's about the relevance now. Or another use for really recent things where the time isn't the focus, like saying, oh, I've just bumped into Sarah. The recentness is kind of implied.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like she has lived here for 3 years. The past action, moving here, connects directly to the present. She is still living here.
Precisely. That's a perfect example.
Or we finished our homework. The relevance now is, okay, we're free, we can relax, because that task, it's done.
Exactly right. It's that bridge,
Yeah.
connecting a past event right up to this moment. Let's try and get a feel for it. Say these with us. I have eaten.
I have eaten.
She has traveled a lot.
She has traveled a lot.
We have studied English.
We have studied English. Okay, now, a common slip-up we hear is learners using simple past, like, I did eat already, instead of, I have eaten. What's the real difference in meaning there?
Good question. So I did eat already. That uses simple past, focusing on a completed action at some past point. Even though already hints it was before now. I have eaten. The present perfect one really emphasizes the connection to now. Perhaps the consequence is you're not hungry now because you have eaten. It's that present relevance, that continuing effect that's central.
Got it. That clarity about the now is key. Okay, let's shift gears. Past perfect. How is that one formed?
Okay, past perfect. This one uses had plus the past participle, for example. I had eaten before he arrived.
Right, had eaten. So what's the main idea? What's it doing for us?
Basically, the past perfect sets up a timeline, but in the past. It tells you which of two past events happened first.
Okay, ordering past events.
Exactly. Think of it like this. The past perfect often gives you the background story or the context for another main past event. It helps explain the why or the situation leading up to something else that happened. It clearly signals, look, this happened before that other past thing.
Ah, okay. So it's really about clarifying the sequence when everything's already in the past. Like, she had left before the meeting started. Her leaving definitely came first.
Precisely. Or they had already gone when I got there. The had gone really stresses that their departure happened before you arrived.
Makes sense.
Another one, he had studied French before moving to Paris. The studying is clearly the earlier action in the past sequence.
Right. Let's get some practice in. Repeat after us. I had already eaten.
I had already eaten.
She had finished her work.
She had finished her work.
We had never met before.
I had never met before.
Okay, let's really nail the difference here. We could just say, using simple past, I ate before he came. How does switching to past perfect, I had eaten before he came, change the emphasis?
Yeah, that's a crucial comparison. I ate before he came just states the order of two past facts. Simple. But I had eaten before he came. Using the past perfect puts a stronger emphasis on the completion of the eating before his arrival. It creates a clearer sense that the first action was finished, setting the stage for the second one.
Okay, so it's like drawing a clearer line, providing that background more explicitly. Got it. All right, on to the final one. Future perfect. This one sometimes sounds to be intimidating.
It can seem that way, yeah, but the basic idea is actually pretty straightforward. You form it with will have plus the past participle, like I will have finished the project by Friday.
Will have finished.
Okay.
So what's its main job?
The future perfect looks ahead. It describes an action that will be completed before a specific point in the future.
Completion before a future deadline or time.
Exactly. Think of it like looking forward on a timeline. You're fast-forwarding in your mind and seeing an action as already done by that future point. It gives this sense of preparedness or completion, looking ahead.
So in that example, I will have finished the project by Friday. Friday is the future marker, and the finishing happens sometime before or at that point.
Precisely. Or by 10 a.m. I will have left the house. Leaving is done before 10 a.m. comes around.
Yeah.
They will have graduated by next year. Graduation complete before next year actually starts. And she will have saved enough money by summer. The saving action will be finished before summer gets here.
Right. Let's try a couple. Repeat these. I will have completed the course.
I will have completed the course.
You will have arrived by noon.
You will have arrived by noon.
This tense feels really useful for like planning things out, talking about goals where you know the completion date.
Absolutely. And it's great for showing sequence in the future, too. Think about this. By the time you call me, I'll have gone to bed.
Oh, okay.
See? It connects two future things, your call and my going to bed, and makes it clear one action, going to bed, will be finished before the other one, your call, even happens. Adds precision.
That's a great example.
Right.
Okay, this has been super helpful. Can we maybe just do a really quick recap? Just compare the core function of each one side by side.
Definitely. Let's boil it down. So remember, present perfect connects past to present relevance, like I have seen that movie.
Okay, past to present.
Past perfect clarifies the order of two past actions. The earlier one, like I had eaten before she came.
Right, past before past.
And future perfect describes an action finished before a future point, like I will have finished my homework by 9 p.m.
Future completion.
Yeah.
Got it. Those quick hits are great. Listener, maybe pause and just repeat those examples slowly.
Yeah.
Say them out loud. Try and imagine a situation for each one.
Yeah, definitely. And what's kind of cool is how each one gives you a different way to look at time, you know? Present perfect sort of blends past and present. Past perfect gives you that clear past sequence. And future perfect lets you project completion forward.
Different perspectives on time, basically.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what are your top tips for learners trying to get comfortable with these?
Well, I'd say first off, don't rush it. Be patient. And really focus on those time relationships we talked about.
Okay.
Ask yourself those little questions like, is this past but the time isn't specified and it's relevant now?
Yeah.
Probably present perfect. Am I talking about something that happened before something else in the past? Giving context, that's your past perfect.
Right.
And am I talking about something being finished before a specific time in the future? Looking ahead to completion. That points to future perfect.
Those questions are really practical. And just remembering, right, that getting these down really does make your English sound more, fluent and precise.
Totally. You can express much more nuanced ideas about when things happen relative to each other.
So keep practicing.
Exactly. Practice, repeat the examples we gave, listen for them when people speak, and seriously, don't worry about mistakes. They're just, part of figuring it out.
Absolutely. So a final thought for you, the listener. Think about how understanding these perfect tenses really unlocks a more sophisticated way to talk and think about time. Start noticing them more when you read, when you listen, when you speak. What subtle meanings about timing are being conveyed? It adds a whole interesting layer to your English journey.